Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of May. It's May 15th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome astrologers and readers. But let's see what we get coming up for you this week. And yes, probably more focused on money this week at this time. Actually, you do have some love cards as well. So you do have the Eight of Diamonds, more money coming in the future, basically, looking at ways to make more money. I'd say also there's an energy, I mean, that's been, I've kind of been feeling it for, I'd say a year now, where I think people are going to be doing things differently financially, like learning different ways to deal with finances, learning new things about finances, and doing things just much differently. For example, I think in the future, less people are probably going to be buying houses, more people are going to be renting. So a lot of you might be just like thinking about financial stuff like that. But this is a very good card. It's a very good card for financial things, financial savings, even very good for spending money, having money to spend, and all those other wonderful things like that. Next, you have the Six of Hearts, represents a turnaround in energy, a time where you can do things that maybe you've struggled to do in the past. So definitely a good card for you. Can also represent love coming in. You have the King of Hearts showing up next, so it could be possibly somebody that you don't necessarily want, but it could also be love coming in for sure. Amazing card for negotiations, as I always say, kind of negotiating things, dealing with things, and like I said, mostly a card of a turnaround type of energy for you this week. Also, I like sixes. They represent being on the right path. This card also makes a lot of sense with the full moon this week as well, or last week, I should say. This card has a lot to do with karma, and that that full moon was all about karma and dealing with karmic circumstances and things. Next, you have the King of Hearts. King of Hearts could be somebody coming in. I normally don't read this as a person, although I do feel it as a person. It's funny because I always say Pisces is, this card represents Pisces, and Pisces is always interested in Aries for some weird reason. So it could be a Pisces that's interested in you. Could be somebody else that's interested in you. I also read this very similar as the Six of Hearts. They usually both come up together as well. This happens to me all the time. So I kind of read them both as cards of things returning to you, as having opportunities for return and things like that. Sometimes I think that also the King of Hearts, and I'm kind of feeling this now, is a card of somebody giving you compassionate advice that you shouldn't listen to. So, somebody telling you, saying something like, oh, you shouldn't go start that business because it's dangerous and all these other things. It's coming from a compassionate place, but, it's probably just bad advice, especially if it's coming, as I always say, coming from somebody who's never done it before. Definitely don't listen to them. But it could be hard, because, this could be like a parent or something that's trying to protect you. So that's interesting. And this could also be somebody of influence. For some of you, this could be you becoming more influential. You even have the Two of Diamonds coming up next, which can be a card of influence. So let's go to the Two of Diamonds. Card of, like I said, it can be a card of influence, can be a card of you matching up perfectly with a business, job, or even a group at work or business partnership. And it could say that you have, a lot more influence over the group this week. Could also say that you're kind of like in the flow with the group this week. Like I said, you're matching up perfectly with that thing. To me, it's also a card of investment, of investing things. Again, you have all these financial cards of like that really represent finance, but on a deeper level, like learning, investing, and things like that. This could be you seeing more money coming back from an investment, or it could be you just thinking about investing, or different ways of making more money at this time. It can also, normally I'd say if there was like a 9 here, I'd say this could represent an inheritance or something along those lines coming in, but there isn't, so I'm not going to say it, although maybe for a small percentage of you, could still be an inheritance. And finally, we have the Five of Spades, needing to take a risk to get something that you want, needing to kind of really put yourself out there. This is probably going to be true for a few years, I'd say, that really only benefits are going to be coming through risks. A lot of card reading systems call this card like breaking free or breaking away or something along those lines. So it's kind of like you taking a risk to break away from a situation. Could be a long-term relationship that isn't working out, needing more freedom, needing to go to a new, better relationship. Could even be, can be a card of divorce, and can be a card of just taking a risk in business and seeing success because of that. So it looks like a very interesting week. Again, you might just be very financially focused for the most part, but looks good. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.